Hello guys, welcome back to my channel again. And today we are coming with the most important topic. It's going to be a new topic for us in our channel now. The topic is painkillers. So I'm coming with this topic after long days because there were few exams in my schedule, so I couldn't take videos. So finally I came today with a good topic, which is painkillers. So today we have variety kinds of painkillers we are using in our daily life, but people don't know for what reason we are using painkillers exactly. We may say that we are using painkillers for reducing cold, cough. There are a lot of types. So that's what today in this video I'm going to discuss with you guys. So let's talk about painkillers. Come on. So let's come to the point. What is actually painkiller? So the painkiller is the medicine or drug which is used to reduce the pain from a particular area or from illness or from any other diseases. So painkillers are most widely used all over the world. So I'm going to categorize two types of painkillers. So one is analgesic and next is anti-inflammatory analgesic. So these two types are the most common available painkillers all over the world that people are using now. But we must understand that for what reason we are using these painkillers, because for each symptoms and reasons painkillers will be changing. If you take analgesic, that's a different symptom. Then if you take anti-inflammatory analgesic, we are using for other purpose. So that's what I'm going to discuss with you guys completely about these two types of painkillers. Let us know a fact that who has discovered the first painkiller. So the first painkiller was discovered by German scientist Friedrich Schiller, the first scientist to discover the first painkiller. So the first painkiller was morphine. It was a drug used to relieve the pain. So it was in the year of 1803. So that was the first year. He is the first scientist to discover all those painkillers. Then line by line, people started discovering new painkillers, and we are using today. So now let's come to the point. What is analgesics? So what is analgesics? The normal painkiller which we are using daily life. So it is available everywhere. You can easily buy without the doctor's prescription. But you should know how to use them properly. So the most common painkillers which we are using in our daily life is paracetamol. So paracetamol, which is a group of OTC analgesic medications. So this paracetamol is a normal pain reliever which helps you to alleviate the pain, and depending on the mg, like 400 mg, 800 mg. So there are many limits. So I'm just saying that paracetamol is a normal painkiller which is used to relieve the normal pain from your daily life, like muscle pain or tooth pain or ear pain, or there are different kinds of pain, right? So in order to take only the pain, you can use paracetamol, which we call it as analgesic. So analgesic is a group of medicine which only treats pain, not any other symptoms. So that's called normal analgesic, which is paracetamol we are using in our daily life. Basically, analgesics reduce the brain signals. So our brain and our body both are connected very quick. So whatever happens to our body, our brain can send signal within seconds. So the thing is, if your body has any pain, you need to relieve the pain. Then this paracetamol and this other analgesics may be helpful for you. So how does it works? So first thing, analgesics works by reducing analgesia. Analgesia means pain. So in Greek word they used to say analgesia means pain. So this pain is reduced by blocking those pain signals from your brain. So our brain and our body both are connected, as I said. So this both are connected. So the nervous system which function between the brain and our body, there are good connection between our brain and body. So when you take this analgesics, within next 1 or 2 hours, you can significantly see pain relieving symptoms, because it blocks the pain signals directly with your brain and body. So that's the reason how analgesics works. Let's talk about anti-inflammatory analgesic. So we have talked about normal analgesic. Now we're coming to anti-inflammatory analgesic. So what about anti-inflammatory analgesic? So analgesic and anti-inflammatory analgesic, are this both same? Never, because these both are categorized differently depending upon the way that they work. If you take analgesic, they just reduce only the pain signal. But for anti-inflammatory analgesic like ibuprofen, naproxen, sodium and all, this all works by reducing some chemicals produced by your brain. For example, a normal human being is walking, okay? So suddenly he falls down. He get from some injury or something, and he had a severe pain. So if you go to doctor, they will give you anti-inflammatory analgesics. So the reason why they're giving this anti-inflammatory analgesic is to reduce both pain as well as inflammation. So as you can see the word anti-inflammatory analgesic. That means their main work is to not only to reduce the pain, their main work is to also to reduce the pain, inflammation as well as stiffness and swelling. So they work by inhibiting the enzymes or chemicals released by our body for the inflammation. So inflammation is nothing. The area would be so red, or the color would be varying from site of injury or severe burns and all. This we call it as inflammation. So if inflammation is there, then swelling will also be there automatically. It's due to our body's response. So if you take this anti-inflammatory analgesic, our body will reduce the prostaglandins. So what is prostaglandins means? The chemical which is sending signals to produce more inflammation. So if you are taking anti-inflammatory analgesic, this medication will significantly reduce the body from producing those harmful chemicals which gives us inflammation. So this painkillers are categorized as anti-inflammatory analgesic, and this medicine should be only by taken by the doctor's prescription, because these medicines vary from different person to person. These medicines are not similar to analgesic, as I said in first place. So it should be done by the doctor's prescription. So this anti-inflammatory medications stands for the common word which we call it as NSAIDs, which stands for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So their main job is to reduce pain as well as inflammation. So they also reduce those harmful chemicals released for producing more inflammation, and to prevent inflammation we are using this medication. Next question mostly asked by the people is it safe to take painkillers on a daily basis? Of course it is safe, but you should know how to use them in a proper manner. And definitely taking daily basis doesn't make sense, because pain relievers are just made for reducing mild to moderate pain, not for daily use. It's not like a supplement to use daily. So definitely not. Painkillers should not be used daily without doctor's prescription, or else it would lead to severe side effects. Now we will discuss about these side effects. So now let's talk about the side effects, which is the interesting part of this video. You all should know this. So side effects can be categorized as normal as well as severe. Normal side effects include like sweating, then drowsiness, and frequent tiredness, then feeling thirsty. These all are normal side effects. But I'm gonna talk to you guys about two severe side effects which is experienced by the people by the long term. So if you're taking painkillers for the long term without the doctor's prescription or knowledge, you are more likely to cause liver as well as kidney damage. So how it causes liver damage means, basically our medicines are regulated by our liver. So it is liver is a main component in digesting this painkillers, because liver releases those enzymes to break down, and there are a lot of chemical reactions happening in our body. I'm not going so deep in it, but how does it cause liver damage? First thing, when you're taking long-term painkillers, your body will not able to coordinate with the pain signals as well as your body, because our body also needs some normal inflammation. Normal slight inflammation is okay when you're taking this like anti-inflammatory drugs, as I said, like ibuprofen and all. Short term is okay, but if you're taking more than short term, you are likely to cause liver damage, because excessive dose of painkillers will give toxic chemicals to your liver, which will eventually leads to liver damage. So taking painkillers regularly will also cause kidney damage. So it is very important to know that our painkillers are excreted by our kidney. So kidney is the main component for excretion, right? So very important, because our blood is purified by our kidney. So you should always understand that if kidney is not healthy, that means your blood is also not healthy. So if you're taking more painkillers, that means your blood will become more toxic, and it will produce more harmful chemicals which will kill your kidneys. So you will have severe kidney failure. That's it guys. So thank you for watching this video, and this video is helpful, I guess. And if yes, then please make sure to share with your friends, subscribe to my channel. And yes, if I want to say about my feedback about painkillers taking for the short period of time is completely safe. I'm not saying not, by the doctor's prescription. Please understand that without a doctor's prescription, never ever take painkillers. It is completely useless. And next thing is painkillers are, it is widely available, and you can use whenever you feel any like mild to moderate pains by yourself. But you should have the knowledge of using it. Like you should know when to use, then for what purpose you're using. So if you know this, then surely you can use. But don't take painkillers for the long term use. As I said, the side effects. So taking for the short term use is completely okay. It's completely fine to take for short term purpose, like normal headache, fever and all you can take. But for long term use without the doctor's knowledge, please don't take. So this is my feedback. And yes, thank you for watching this video. If you find this video is helpful, let me know in the comment box. And if you have any doubts, that also let me know in the comment box. So you can comment all your doubts or any upcoming videos. Then you can also share with your friends to know about this good information. And yes, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.